My name is Sabrina. I'm from Quincy, and I am a food pantry client. So about 7 or 8 years ago, I decided to go back to college and pursue a new career. I had always been interested in science and technology, so I went back to school to be a surgical technologist, which was very challenging. I knew it would be difficult, and it was, and I knew that the career itself would be difficult, and it was, but I didn't know that it would be so difficult. And I got to a point where last June I woke up one morning and I said to myself, I just can't do this anymore. And I had a bit of what I would call a bit of a mental breakdown, because in the course of trying to deal with the stress of working in that profession, I had become a bit self-destructive. And, you know, I was working hard and, you know, I was doing my job, but I would come home depleted. And I lost contact with my friends, with my family. And of course, the pandemic hit, and that didn't help. I didn't know it was going to be also so difficult to get benefits. Although, you know, I have some savings, I knew that my savings weren't going to last forever. And I wanted some help. I had known about Interfaith Social Services because I had come here. I've lived in the community all my life. I've been here, I've shopped in the store, I've donated goods, and I knew that there was a food pantry here. So, you know, when I looked and calculated my spending, I knew that a big chunk of my spending was food. They came out with a giant grocery cart full of things, and I had to stop and ask myself, oh my gosh, I'm like, I can't carry this home. I had brought 2 grocery bags thinking I would just get, you know, a couple of cans of rice and beans, and instead I got toilet paper and soap and toothpaste and toothbrushes and produce, like fresh fruit and fresh vegetables, and cat food from my cats. I was just amazed. I was impressed with how healthy the food was too, because, you know, you figure, you know, you're donating to people, you know, you're just going to give them canned goods or dried goods, which is fine. I mean, even canned vegetables are better than no vegetables at all, but the fresh produce was amazing. I'm like, oh my gosh.
That was great.
I'm like, now I have to cook. When I came here for food, I also learned that there's counseling services here that I'm tapping into that will help me to continue to figure out what the next steps in my life are. I'm Sabrina, and I just want to let you know how appreciative and grateful I am for what you do. Your services and your donations are so important and essential to so many people who struggle, like me, who never imagined that they would be in this situation and yet find themselves. And this can make a huge difference. It can make the difference between being homeless and not being homeless, or being able to eat or not being able to eat, or getting the help or the reassurance or the counseling that they need and not having it. So I wish to thank you for your generosity and your support.